Good morning, Tess. Hello.
マイクロフォンはさ、Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse where finally Mom's mic is working. Yeah,
Oh my
that's
god.
better. Yeah. It's I kind of want to delete OBS and reset everything except it was such a pain in the butt the last time.
Reset it to what?
Well, this time every time I build a new scene, for doing demo captures or other things, what it's doing is it's adding everything into everything in the audio mixer and it's making me crazy. So, might have to go in and do some fixing. So, like when I start it up and I'm in the interruption thing, or the be right back, it's picking up the audio. But then I go into this where it should be picking up audio, and it isn't. It's just one of those things. And at 6 in the morning when I haven't had enough sleep, that is challenging. What the heck? They're talking about snow again? No. No, it all melted this weekend. Why are we getting snow? I don't want snow. Let's see what it really
Always
says.
annoying me.
Well, they were talking about snow the other day. I'm like, actually, they're talking about a lot of snow. And then I found out somehow I got the weather forecast for Juneau, Alaska, which, if you don't know, is not near me. It's quite a fair distance from here. And yeah, no, Sunday is going to be in the 40s here. We're back into our spring weather. Maybe some rain. Oh, shoot. Thunderstorms on Wednesday. Might have to readjust my schedule. Let's see. No, should be pretty good. We will see what happens with life. So I have no idea. Somebody's getting snow this weekend, but apparently it's not me.
You want this now?
No, I finally got my driveway cleared. I had snow just after I'd had a collection of leaves, so I had a big pile of leaves and it snowed on top of it. And I'm like, okay, so waited for all that snow to disappear, got the leaves raked up and put away, and that's all taken care of. And it's like, okay, now my yard looks semi-decent. So no, I'm done with snow, which admittedly, it's only February. There's a good chance we'll have another light snow at some point.
Mm.
But Indiana tends to be warmer than Chicago by like 10 degrees. So at this point of the year in Chicago, we'd still be in, 20s, maybe, yeah, 20s probably every day for another couple of weeks. Here we're in the 30s. And during the day, we actually got almost to 60 yesterday. It was quite nice. That only lasted a few minutes, but still, I was able to have the doors open, get some fresh air in. It's kind of nice. I got nothing. I've got destroy Undine ships in the battle zone. Ugh. No, we're gonna re-roll that puppy. Plasma damage in space. Woo! At least it's something. I don't think I have any plasma on this ship, but it's only 150. Let's see, maybe I do. We can pretend I do. I'll throw two things on here. There we go. Now we can go do some plasma damage. Woo! So what did I get here? I have 2 Elite Bridge Officer training tokens bound to account, so I don't have to pick them up on the old account then. Did you all do your hearts and minds over the weekend, or do you not do that?
What is that?
Hearts and what?
Hearts and Minds, the spooky episode where you go down to Donato Prime and you have to fight the clones.
What was that? Was that something we were supposed to do?
No, it's a Halloween thing. It's been running for like 12 years.
Oh, no.
It's on Halloween, so I was
Right.
expecting to run a Halloween episode.
Well, what they do is, since we now have a Halloween thing with Cat's Paw, they took Hearts and Minds and they used to run it on Halloween and Friday the 13th. Since we had a Friday the 13th on Friday, they ran it then, and it ran, I think it's still running actually through tomorrow. Let's see. It is running through tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The only cool thing out of it is you do get a duty officer. That you can have multiples of them. I have one tune that's got like 15 of them at this point. And
Which officer are we talking about?
Dr. Sibak, S-I-B-A-K.
I do not think I have him.
Oh my, well, if you've never played Hearts and Minds, you wouldn't have him.
Well,
Let me see if I can find him
I
here.
think I have played it. I never paid attention enough to understand that there was a duty officer to pick up there.
Yep, yeah, Dr. Sibak clone. Reduce recharge time for psionic traits. It's really quick. It's under 2 minutes, and it's all grounds. Of course, Chris has never played it. What am I even thinking? Of course, Chris has never played it. Duh.
I'm really surprised you even asked the question.
Yeah, I didn't even think it through. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. But I got it in my head at some point that I needed an all-clone duty officer crew. So on more than a few of these, I've got dozens of them because you can run it. It doesn't run. It used to just be on Friday the 13th from like noon till noon. Now it starts on Friday the 13th at noon, and they've extended it sometimes up to 2 weeks. So if you are serious, but it's got a 2-day cooldown. It's a little bit extended on that one.
Yep, I have never done it. I've never experienced something with 2-day cooldown in Strike.
It's fast. It's all ground. I did a video, or recorded a video on Friday, which I suppose I should put up. So tomorrow's the new episode, new TFO. And yes, the Omega particles are back. Woo! So it's going to be an event. I don't know if it's going to be a meta event, though.
Morpheus doesn't sound like something that should be celebrated.
What, new stuff?
Omega particles?
Oh, I love Omega. Oh, I love that game. It's my happy, grindy game.
Oh, that's a decision.
Hey, we all have our weirdnesses. Mine is like, it's...
Yeah, but you made a decision that I'm gonna like this game. I'm not gonna let it ruin my day.
It's
a giant one.
I will put it this way: if you like the Omega game, it's great. Otherwise, you don't even have to do it as an option. Used to be one of the options for the event. And I don't think it is anymore. Let's see, make a start. Let's see. Yeah, you can do it for the daily if you want to, and all you have to do, it doesn't say how many points you score, it doesn't matter. You can just click in and let it run. But my guess would be that it's just one of the options we've got here. Doesn't really say. Alright, so is this an event? Or is this just new content? Yeah, it says it's an event. Blah, 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 blah. So the event grand prize is the Impersa Miracle Worker Alliance Juggernaut. But I guess it's and Vanity Shields, blah, 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 blah. Ionized AP Field Projector. AP Overcharged Lance. Well, I guess these would be fine for adding to my AP build. The TFO is Belly of the Beast, which I think is a ground TFO. I want to say it is ground TFO. For the space TFOs, we've got Battle of Wolf 359. Oh, no. They've been taken out. So Shattered Piece for space, Devil's Heart for ground, and Royal Flush for space. So we've got a couple options there for Chris. Who's not saying anything? Chris, you got anything you want to do this morning?
Am I not audible?
No, you weren't. You are now.
Okay, I did say something.
Oh, that would
Maybe
explain
my
it.
mic didn't pick it up.
You know how Twitch and Discord are. Hi, Satalia. No, yeah. No, Satalia, Chris is not doing the ground one. But I don't know if it's Discord. I think it's Discord, where if you don't say anything for a little bit, it just kind of gives you a temporary shutdown. And then once you say something, it picks it back up on the next one.
Rude.
Yeah, I know. Satalia is on a 3 Moopsie streak. Yes, you are. So I'm trying to pick out new music for our new little mini thing that Dante and I are doing. We're putting together a video of all the games. And it's very hard to find music, because music for this show and for the other show I do, I have it from the same composer, and then I went to find something for what Dante and I are doing, which is a little bit more fun and a little less pew-pew necessarily. There's more chatter with that one. And when you're going for thematic music, it's really hard to find something that's kind of a cross between aggressive pew-pew and game show. Good morning, Cliff.
Maybe lo-fi music will work.
I'll try lo-fi. I love the categories because I'm going through it going epic. No, we're definitely not epic. Cinematic? Nah. Dark? Nah. Hip-hop? Nah. So I spent like an hour yesterday going through things. And
Sounds like me browsing for streaming services to find something to watch. I end up
exactly.
watching nothing, I just browse the entire thing.
Well, I decided to keep my subscription to Discovery Plus because in theory they have Mythbusters. In reality, they have 1 or 2 Mythbusters, but most of them are on HBO Max Plus, whatever that is now. I know it's changed names. And so I was watching that last night and realized there's only like 4 episodes there. I don't think I want to spend $7 a month for 4 episodes. So I think I may drop that. I'm definitely dropping Paramount as soon as SFA is done. And I'll pick it back up when Strange New Worlds comes out, but their argument is, but you'll pay more. Well, that's fine. I can... Yes, Italia, there's freebies every day until tomorrow. Yesterday was experimental ship upgrade, right? No, hold, that was the day before. That ran through noon. Today is something. Up till noon today, it is bridge officer upgrades. Is that what that was?
The elite officer upgrades were yesterday, I think. Now, no, the day before, and I think now it's the Tier 6X.
No, Tier
Before, no,
6X.
maybe the other way around.
Tier 6X was yesterday. Today is, well, not today. Up until, for the next 6 hours or so, it is the elite bridge officer. I already grabbed it.
There's an Infinity Promotion R&D pack bundle.
Where?
The Z store? Promotions tab on sale. Sorry, on the sale tab.
Yeah, well, sale I don't care about. I have to spend money on that.
Well, I meant to just, yeah.
That would explain why so many people were getting R&D ships this weekend. Mom,
Yep.
when I win the lottery, could you buy the rights to connections and give them to Burke? Is he still around? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize he was still alive. Yeah, absolutely. So Talia and I were chatting about James Burke yesterday.
Who?
Yeah, James Burke was a science communications specialist in the BBC back in the, well, probably from the 70s on. Great communicator. He could, not dumb down, but, let's see. Yeah, he's still alive, born in 1936. Holy moly. But he did, like explaining to people what was going on with the launches at Kennedy and what's going on in the space race and things like that. Any communications from what's going on in the world of science to the public. So he established his reputation as a reporter on the BBC One science series Tomorrow's World, and then went on to present the Burke Special. He was BBC Television's science anchorman-in-chief reporter for the Apollo missions, and as the presenter of BBC's coverage of the first moon landing. He created a series in 1978 called Connections. Connections is, in my opinion, one of the best, interesting, bizarre science shows out there. But he explains how things connect. So there's an episode, Eat, Drink, and Be Merry, that starts out with the development of the longbow. And by the time this show ends, about an hour later, it's a space launch. And he works it through
That was quickly fast-forwarded?
Pardon?
That was quickly fast-forwarded?
Well, it's not that, but he goes to explain what the longbow did in terms of warfare, what the next part of supporting that kind of warfare was, and blah, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And how each step goes. Really interesting stuff. It's obviously framed in a 1970s, 1980s concept, because there's a lot of preachiness to some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. But at the very beginning of one episode, I think it's one episode, this is pre-cell phone and pre there being a lot of laptops. So he's talking a lot about communications being limited to phone lines and things like that. And it's like, that one didn't age well. But he did do Connections 2 and Connections 3 in later years, which are not as good. But so you can't find Connections very many places, the series, because there's a whole legal mess with Burke, apparently, and the BBC and maybe the producers. Hope we get a ship token. You think we might get a ship token, Cliff?
Didn't they do that last year?
Yeah, they did do it last year. I just don't remember if they did it for this. Since Taz... Yeah, that's Taz. Taz is listening to something. Let's
I'm
see.
playing 4D chess today.
Ah.
And it's hard. I cannot, by the life of me, barely wrap my head around it.
Well, wouldn't the fourth dimension just be time?
I don't know, Mom, if you
No.
tend to watch podcasts. It's called Inside Issue with Michael Rosenbaum.
That sounds familiar.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I just saw the interview with Anson Mount. It's an older one from like a few months ago. But he did shed a little bit of light on how Strange New Worlds came to be. And apparently they always wanted to pitch Strange New Worlds even before the Discovery Season 2 aired. When they were doing it, the production already assumed that they will try to pitch Strange New Worlds as a separate show, and they kind of tossed that idea even before the season 2 aired. So it wasn't only that we wanted it and we kept banging; it was our reaction to that which actually enforced the pitch that they had.
Sorry, I'm looking at stuff here. This individual episodes, Natalia, you can track down, but that'll give you the first 4. I found connection episodes 9 on a different one. See if there's more in there. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm finding 1 through 4 and 9, but I think it's episode 6. Eat, Drink, and Be Merry is the one you really want to get. Connections could be a watch party. I don't know if you gave me a link, Natalia. Could be. This is an individual's playlist, so could be. A couple of people have it. Connections could be a good watch party. It could. We'd have to take it in pieces, though. Anyway, Chris, Cliff, you guys want to do some pew-pew?
The 30 Terran ships,
Oh.
destructible orbs.
Okay, well, Cliff is Terran ships would be. What's your preference for Terran ships?
Erratas, I suppose.
Okay. I'll gear us up for Jupiter Eratus. And then we will do whatever Cliff's got after that. Since I have just plasma damage, it'll go with all this stuff. I was going to go to class tonight, but I'm so tired, I don't think that would be the smartest idea. Oh, and Cliff needs to do the event.
Which event?
Red alert.
There's no event.
Red alert.
Forgot about that one since I claimed it last Friday.
I think the dilithium double
You
boost
didn't
is
go for dilithium.
over, though.
Doesn't matter. I finished it this on Friday.
My upcoming weekend is gone. Interesting. Yeah, I spent a lot of the weekend doing stuff. Dilithium mining, because I had like 70 VIP claims.
Well, I came to work today to find out that I'm all alone an
Oh.
entire
We will.
day.
We will.
We-
Oh,
I'm all alone from the morning till the end of my shift. I have no one to ask for help, no one to consult. I'm just left on my own. Just love it. I don't know why they need 3 people in American time shift, but
Natalia, I don't know that I even looked at the link because I know Connections so well. So as soon as I saw Connections, it's like, oh, Connections.
when are you talking about connections? What's connections?
Connections is James Burke's series from 1978.
Oh.
Brilliant series. Go watch it if you can find it. But Natalia sent me a message about it over the weekend, and I, just happens to be something I'm super familiar with. And as I told Natalia, I actually got to meet James Burke. I'm not going to say I hit on him, but I kind of hit on him.
Did you hit or did you fangirl too hard?
I discreetly hit on him.
That's the same thing.
No. We were discussing something, and then I said, hey, great brewery down the street here. If you're interested, buy a beer. Mom was married, yes. My husband would have understood. It's James Burke. We had understandings. Tom Baker, James Burke, he would have been okay with those two. And his wife was like, "Oh, we'd love to go."
If
Yes.
you have an understanding like that, one party does not understand.
No, we actually explicitly discussed it, and he asked if I'd ever cheat on. I said, "Well, there's Tom Baker and James Burke," and he's like, "Yeah, I can understand that."
Yeah, that's a fantasy world, Mom. We men don't have that kind of world.
Well, I understand that.
You women can actually get those fantasies fulfilled, men not. So
Well,
it's a agreement where you're alone and your partner is silent and your partner will never experience that opportunity. You have an opportunity to experience that, and it's unfair.
If he had asked for the same permission to do something with somebody who's absolutely unattainable, I would have given him permission.
But it's
He-
like, if I sprout wings, I would fly.
Yes.
That will never happen.
You make it one. The odds of my meeting either one of those people was like 0. It happened to be pure coincidence that James Burke was in Chicago for one day.
Yeah.
And then the odds of my actually meeting him the one day he's in Chicago are something else.
Well, it still counts for the same thing.
Yeah.
If we pick any of our fantasy women, it's never. Even if they are there, even if we save them from a bear or a raging bull or something like that, it still won't happen.
Well, yeah, the odds of it happening for me were equally unlikely. I don't believe it's ever a 0 opportunity. If he had had somebody he felt that way about, he would have had permission. No problems for me.
Yeah, but
But
in
what?
his case, it would never happen.
You don't know that.
Can happen. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. In his case, it would never happen, and as a male, if the opportunity went past him, he wouldn't even be able to react or see it if he wanted to. It's the downside of being a male. Stuff like that just doesn't happen. It's not even recorded once in history. Google it. I promise you, you will not find an instance where this happens to a male. But you will find billions of instances where people are like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
Yes, that's probably true.
I'm just saying, be kind to insignificant number.
I was kind to him. I never did anything. I just asked for permission.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, he could have said no and I would have dropped it.
I had
But since it was just
situation
fantasy, I'm sure he was fine to cater to my fantasy.
I had a conversation like that with an ex, obviously an ex, right? And I explained my position on it and how cosmically unlikely it is for a man to end up in a position like that, and how ironically high chances a woman have of fulfilling one of those fantasies.
Relatively high chances, not really high chances. I mean, it's courtesy of doing some of the things I do. I get to meet a lot of people, but it's not like I'm going to go messing around with any of them. Even now that I'm a technically single person, it's like, no, that's okay.
Yeah, but now it's quite different.
Yes.
Isn't
Now I couldn't care less, to be honest.
it? Yes.
Hey, if somebody wants to buy me a good dinner and have a great conversation, I am all in. No problems there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got
Okay, so Satalia is saying something that is just like Joey from Friends. Hey, Satalia, guess what show I've seen one episode of once? So I'm not entirely sure which one Joey was.
How you doing?
Don't know that show.
Doesn't ring a single bell?
No, I never watched Friends. Like I said, I watched one episode because my son was having knee surgery, and they were running a Halloween episode of Friends in the waiting room while he was having his surgery, so that's where I saw Friends. But when Friends... Go ahead.
Joey is the lovable food addict.
Ah. So when Friends was on, I think I was teaching at night. And I taught 4 nights a week and 1 weekend, so I was home maybe 1 night a week.
Considering how widespread Friends is, it's kinda impressive that you have managed to dodge it. It's like Elvis, you don't have to like Elvis to know who Elvis is.
Yeah, I can see that. It's in that same range of...
Yeah.
I'm watching TikTok shorts the other day, or YouTube shorts, and there's a clip from Friends, and I'm like, I have no idea who these people are. No clue who they are. And it's got the laugh track, so I know this is supposed to be funny, but I don't get it.
YouTube shorts are the brilliant way of deleting 6 hours. Or
Yeah.
Or time traveling, depends on how you see it.
Yeah, I flipped it on last night when I should have been getting ready for bed.
Yeah, not as normal.
Nope. And finally my brain's like, this is really not healthy. You should turn this off.
Yes.
So I did. Let's see, Satali says, if I was married, maybe my cheat option would be Karen Gillian from Doctor Who or Gates McFadden. Okay.
Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in?
No judgment here. Gates McFadden is so tiny, though. She's such a little person.
Yes.
She's very nice, though.
I like her.
Ah. Oh, Satali says I'm into redheads.
Lonely hides my red hair.
My hair is currently red and pink, but not like redhead red.
Well, I used to be a redhead when I was young. Now I'm white myself. Well, my mustache is still red. It's still red.
You know, that's funny. My son's beard is turning red over the years, which red doesn't run in our family at all, so we've been trying to figure that out, and the doctor finally said, well, you're always stroking your dark beard with your hand, and your hand has sweat and oils and some acids in it, and it's possible you're bleaching your own hair just by doing that. I thought, that's interesting.
I play a lot with my dad.
Yep. Alright, where's she coming back? There she is. You know, Satala, that is absolutely funny. That is my son's online handle, is villain. Don't think he's villain in this game, though.
Are you kidding me with this? My skin seems invincible. Give up on me.
You know, if they'd been smarter, they would have had the new season drop today, 16th on the 16th. But no, they're going to do it on the 17th because, you know, reasons.
New season of Station Worlds?
Pardon? No, for the game.
Oh, okay.
New season drops tomorrow.
but they never drop seasons on a Monday.
I know, I'm just saying, that would have been so appropriate. I do hope you got your Terran ships out of this. Yes, Natalia, if they were smart implies they aren't. Yes, absolutely.
There's probably some sort of reason why they always deploy new episodes on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Yeah, because they've always done their patches on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When they were based here in the States, I can understand why doing it on Mondays, which can be legal holidays and bank holidays and things like that, which means a lot of times the offices are closed. We don't have a lot of middle of the week holidays. They deliberately moved things to Fridays and Mondays so that people can get 3-day weekends out of it.
Yeah, it might be one of the reasons. They want to make sure that they have the support staff
exactly,
ready in case they need to follow up with a small fix or anything else.
Exactly. Come on, we got you down to 17%. There we go. I was getting too tedious, thank you very much. So I was watching Creaky Blinder yesterday, who does interesting science debunking. He's got a good sense of humor, but definitely not American. And so the thing he was critiquing was from somebody in America who said, I could care less. I think that is. Yeah. Americans say, I could care less. And he just didn't get it. He's like, wouldn't it be, I couldn't care less? And I'm thinking, no, it works either way. I mean, it's mathematically possible sometimes for me to care less about something.
I don't understand the word nonetheless.
The phrase, hey, it's not important to me, works just fine. Because I said this to an Australian friend, and she's like, you could care less. And I'm like, yeah, I could. I'm not going to bother with it, but I could care less. Mathematically, it is possible for me to care less than I currently do. Because I'm even giving it any space in my brain means that I do have some measure of caring about it. But in theory, I could care less. All right, Cliff needs to run red alert. Cliff, do you have a preference between Borgs and Tholians? Cliff? Alright, since we're not getting a Cliff response versus red alert, I'm just going to queue them both up and see what happens. Let's see, this is running till tomorrow, so we've got today and tomorrow. Oh, Borg. Borg it is. Weebu?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was playing briefly on Saturday night, and in the chat channel I've got set up here, somebody was having a really interesting one-sided conversation. I won't say it was ERP, but possibly verging close to that, and clearly in the wrong channel. And somebody must have been private messaging him, going, "Dude, wrong channel."
Happens all the time.
Oh, it is.
The channel management isn't very intuitive and stuff.
Well, since it wasn't anything off color and not even particularly tasteless, but you could see where it was going. We had somebody in our fleet once do kind of a scathing comment about another fleet mate, not realizing he was in the public channel and not just venting to me privately.
Oh.
Oopsie. Was the other
That-
person in
Yep.
online at that time?
Yep.
Wow.
It was funny because after he wrote this whole scathing thing, he goes, "I'm so glad this isn't in the public channel, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Dude, you're in the public channel." Ah, shoot.
Oopsie. Mistakes were made.
Yeah, he did apologize. All worked out, but
It kind of sticks with you, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. I get really careful. It's the same reason I rarely hit reply to all unless I deliberately want it to go to everybody.
That's one button I always avoid in emails.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for it. Like, no, the party's at 11 o'clock night, not at noon. That kind of thing. Satalia infers that I do ERP in Star Trek Online. No, I do not.
What is ELP?
Erotic roleplay.
Oh! Oh, okay.
And I know this person that used to do this to me isn't currently online, but there was a player, not somebody in my fleet, who would be doing that, but he was into feet, and I'm like, nope. I mean, that's fine if you are, but no, thank you.
That's why I'm saying in Star Trek Academy, does she realize there is people into feet?
I don't know which episode you're talking about, but sure, somebody's into feet. Oh, her. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure there is. How weird.
That's pure porn. And the way she dresses up her, because she has jewelry on
Yeah.
her feet.
Well, I mean, I have foot jewelry too, but there's a time and a place for it, and
In front of foot fetishes.
I like foot jewelry actually. Good morning, what's the hell?
Good morning. Back from grocery shopping.
Ooh, what'd you get me?
For you, I got some, what is it? Turkey
With
cutlet.
attitude.
Saturday here was Valentine's Day, so most of the restaurants were booked. Understandably, most of the theaters were booked, and I thought, I'm going to treat myself since I can't go out. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy a steak or a small roast. I'm going to have a nice dinner, a little piece of roast beef, which I don't do very often, and mashed potatoes and vegetables. So I went to the store where they've got good beef, and no, they didn't. They had beef for making stew, no steaks, no roasts. That was it. Not even in the butcher.
Did they run out or
Yeah.
something?
They ran out.
Oh.
So many people couldn't get reservations at restaurants and stuff, so they decided to, stock up on steaks and stuff and do home cooking. Totally get that. But it was surprising. So I think I wound up having I had made not roquesh pie, Larish pie.
Fine.
Yes, from Star Trek.
Yeah, I was thinking you could be some beef stroganoff.
That would have been good.
Stew beef is perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I like stroganoff. And it works better if you get a cheap cut of beef and you braise it and you let it get all nice and tender and then you add all the goodies to it. Yeah, it is delish.
I think Zeta is trying to say Rokek blood pie.
That's what she's trying to say. So the one I made was large pie. And it was good, but not great, which is weird because I make it all the time. So I called my son and said, hey, I made this. And he's like, oh, are there any leftovers? I said, yeah, I'm not real thrilled with it. He goes, I'll be over. So he had the same thing for dinner on Valentine's Day that I did.
Well, how did he find it?
He loves it. His only comment was it was a little short on salt because they use feta cheese in it. And sometimes feta cheese can be really, really salty.
It's so good.
It is good, but it can be super salty, and this one wasn't, and I didn't adjust the salt in it. So it was food. Yeah. It's okay. I can make it again. There is, unfortunately, one ingredient that's kind of hard to get, which is annoying, which is the dough, because I don't make the dough from scratch. Let's see. I have only ground stuff left. Chris, besides what we did, do you have anything else left to do? Or for that matter, what the hell are you in game? Do you want to join us for a little bit here?
I am in the process of throwing my steam on.
Okay. You know what? I am going to wake up my other tune. Let's see if they've got anything going on. So for tomorrow, for the new stuff, I will be on as soon as the patch is done. Well, that may not be entirely true. I may run the Omega event real quick to start so I get that ticked over. Because I think the mission will probably take in the vicinity of an hour. Let's see, who do we want to run? Let's run you.
Sky Ranger deployed. Squad green to deploy.
Let's see what I've got. Oh, I have plasma damage in space again. Thank you. How fun is that?
Resistance is out. We interceded dealing with a VIP thought to be working with the aliens. The target is being moved by Advent forces through this area via one of their transport vehicles. Capture the VIP if possible.
Okay.
Agents needed. Don't let the alien forces stand in your way. Menace 1-5, target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contact.
That sounds interesting. That sounds very much like Lorca's voice.
Whose voice?
Whatever you're listening to,
Oh, you're listening to Central.
yeah. Yeah,
Bradford something?
yeah, we heard something. Cetalia says, I hear voices talking about aliens. Yes, and Cetalia, we can also hear Taz's stuff that's going on. The voices about the aliens are something else. Cliff says, am I listening to news in Canada? No, that's not news in Canada. All right, so we got that. I'll grab what's the hell. So, Cliff, I have to say, if you have I have to destroy Tholian ships, you should have picked the Tholian Red Alert. Aliens in Canada. Yeah, I've been to Canada. They're all aliens there. Oh, let's see. I want to put some plasma weapons on my ship here. SAP. Do I have any other plasma? Market, blah,
Be
blah.
online.
Alrighty. Let me send you an invitation here. Go. What do you have?
Complete Borg TFOs for the green one. One Borg TFO.
Okay.
Oh joy. Defeat Wartwar on the ground. Like that.
Oh joy.
Defeat Terran Empire on the ground. That's much better.
Yes.
And then the third one was gain salvage. Well, that will solve itself, I suppose.
Yeah, that does. So you said one Borg TFO?
Yeah.
And how many?
One Terran.
Yeah, but that's Terran ground, right? Yes, I know who
Terran
Bob
ground.
and Doug McKenzie are, Satalia. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry, did you say you had one Borg TFO?
One Borg TFO, yes.
I'm going to queue us up for Borg TFO. Where are we at? We're 651. Okay, we're going to do Borg TFO, then we're going to do a Tholian ships. Which Borg TFO? We're going to do the easy one. We're going to do Infected Conduit. We're queued for Infected Conduit. Weeboo?
Weewoo.
Satalia, of course I know Bob and Doug McKenzie. Goodness gracious.
The situation is grim. There's begin by
Funny thing is, I was living in Chicago when that was reasonably popular, and they didn't sound any different from Chicagoans, except for a few turns of phrase. Oh, that's right, I hate this ship. Oh, and it's not mastery, that's why I hate this ship.
What are you flying there?
It's the holographic ship.
That's neat.
It's fine, but it's a little tanky in all the bad ways and not in the good ways. Yes, they did finish filming for Spaceballs some time ago, Satalia.
scanning the nanite trench.
Unless they did any refilming.
The nanite probe will repair the trench. Stop them. The probe is closing in on the trench. Destroy it.
They did a Spaceballs rewatch party at the local theater about 2-3 weeks ago, but we just watched it here, and I'm like, do I want to spend $30 to go get a free glass and rewatch Spaceballs? Not really.
How many times can you rewatch this?
Oh, you can rewatch it a lot, but twice in a month is
Not a
probably...
very short time.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking is, yeah, I got a limit there. Cliff, very important question. How many Tholians do you need to kill?
I got a Borg TFO.
You should have a Borg TFO from that one.
Yes.
$30 glass in the movie is free, yeah. Actually, if you just went for the movie, no, that was the dinner. They do events where you pay like $30 and it includes dinner. And it's a thematic menu. So they did, I think they did Spaceballs, but I didn't remember the menu for, Oh, the remake of the funny movie with Liam Neeson, Naked Gun. They had a Naked Gun themed dinner. Oh, it's 10 ships, no problem. We're doing Tholian Red Alert. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
They also do Sunday morning brunch, Satalia. And it tends to be romance movies like Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. They don't do mono showings. And they also always have some kind of foofy cocktail-y drink, which is kind of fun. Sunday morning, getting a buzz on at 8 in the morning. Movie gets out at 11. All the restaurants, all the shops around the restaurant theater are open. Going shopping when you're mildly buzzed is a bad idea.
That would have to be a rather potent drink.
No, just enough to use bad judgment. If it's a potent drink, I'm just going to be sitting there for a while.
Vodka.
As I've told people, it's like when I went to Bugman's Bar and had a beer after being in the sun for way too long. Just enough to make your judgment become poor. Yeah, I'll buy you a Titan, honey. No problems.
I might argue I don't need alcohol for that.
I don't need alcohol for it. I can have bad judgment on my own, thank you very much. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies for Sunday morning. That would be fun. I would say if I'm going to rewatch one of those movies that Abraham Lincoln Zombie Hunter, Vampire Hunter, was an actually pretty well done movie. And the book was pretty good too. I should send them a note saying they should do that next February for Abraham Lincoln's birthday. So Talia, we ran Gravity Kills twice last week, and I was only on like 3 nights, and we still hit it twice. And Chris was spared, because one of them was one of the mornings you couldn't join us, Chris.
Yes.
And so since you weren't there, we felt we could safely do randoms, and so what did we get? Gravity Kills. Well, thank you, Satalia. Mysterious Dark Liquid is... It's the new blend from Grounds and Hounds.
Imagine the vampires in Abraham Lincoln's Vampire Hunter universe are really embarrassed when Abraham Lincoln finally gets killed.
Well,
There was a human who killed that guy. A human. Yeah, thousands of our compatriots failed. A human did him in.
well, there's the argument that it was. Didn't they argue that he was also a vampire? Or a vampire supporter? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. So, in the book, because it's done as his autobiography, it just ends. In the movie, I can't remember. Do they show Booth killing him?
I have no idea. I think I've seen the movie, but I don't remember anything about it. Huh.
You're right, he is killed by a human. John Wilkes Booth is a human, but he's working with the vampires. And he is killed in the movie, so you do get to see that. In the book, he just ends.
If you wanted to get the vampire assassin plot thread going, you might argue Wilkes Booth didn't actually kill Abraham Lincoln. He shot him in the back of the head with the tiny little Derringer pistol, which did not kill Lincoln. He could have survived had his doctor not be such an absolute nonce.
Booth. So
there was a physician who rushed to Lincoln's side, who was later brushed aside by Lincoln's personal physician.
Yeah.
And that personal physician may well have been an assassin.
Well, he certainly did not help him survive it, did he? For anybody who wants to read
Oh,
up
no.
on that one. So Wilkes, after he shoots Lincoln, jumps from the balcony down to the stage, breaks his ankle, runs off, gets on a horse, and tries to escape. And, killing the president and then trying to escape when you clearly have a broken ankle and everybody's aware of it is probably not successful. And it didn't work out for him too well. All right, it's magic time. I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit, and we will probably be on tonight since I think I will try and grab a nap today and go to class on Wednesday night instead. So I shall plan on seeing you guys tonight. Everyone have a wonderful day, and as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Moves on.